actually my first time again. Like, make sure you go I'm live already. Yes. Okay. And so okay. So hello everyone. I'm here to actually tell my story of how I came to Croatia to join my husband. So my name is Peggy. I'm from Nigeria, and my husband is from Croatia. His name is Robert. So actually, I met my husband on this dating site on Facebook. So our relationship started from there. You know, like we became friends, and it took us time. We tried to know each other, and so later on we started dating, and 2 years. We started dating 2.5 years, and my husband got married. So it was not an easy task. It was not easy when he was coming to Croatia. Sorry, when he was coming to Nigeria. It was the first time for me, so I didn't even know the process of how you can apply for visa, you know, all those kind of things, or how I can invite him over. I didn't have any idea of how to go about that. So I started looking for, like, asking around. So I met with one of my pastor then, Pastor Oliver. So he was like telling me, we have a church member here, we have somebody here. Hello, Fabian. Hi. So he was like, particularly said, we have somebody here. She have traveled. She used to travel a lot. Spread love. Hi, spread love. Hello. So he said, how are you? Yeah. I'm from Nigeria. How are you? I'm fine and good. And you? So I'm telling my story of how I came to Croatia to be with my husband, and I'm trying to share, to start from how we met. This message is heard for okay. So that was actually what happened. Hi. Hi, hello. So shout out to Barrister. Let me give a quick shout out to the people God actually used, because on this journey, like, I feel like it's not an easy journey. God actually used a lot of people to help us accomplish this. You know, it wouldn't have been easy if it's like just for us doing it on our own. It wouldn't have been easy for us, honestly. It would never have been easy for us. So God actually orchestrated people already for us. So I will use this opportunity to say shout out. Hello, beautiful. Hello, hi. So God actually used a lot of people. Your teeth for 100 years. Thank you. So God actually used a lot of people. So I'm going to be giving shout out to these people that God actually used. First of all, shout out to Pastor Oliver. Shout out to Barrister. Shout out to Mr. and Mrs. Ibrahim. Shout out to Mr. Henry, Mr. and Mrs. Henry. Which people again? Yeah, these are the major people God actually used in our lives, you know, to make everything to be success. That is why I'm from Bangladesh. Oh, I'm from Nigeria. So here is what actually happened. So when I was like, I'm trying to get information on how to invite my husband over to Nigeria, because That was my husband's first time of leaving Europe to come to Africa. So I have to be very careful, right? So I have to start looking for a way, because I've not invited anybody to my country before. That was my first time. So I started looking for how I can, be able to invite my husband over. And I met with, I met with one of our pastors, one of our coordinators in church. I explained to him, and he said he knows somebody that travels, so she will have idea, because he was like trying to see if he can see how they write invitation letter and all that. Go like feeling like, okay, let's send him invitation letter. Maybe he can use the invitation letter to go to the Nigerian embassy to apply for visa. Nice to meet you. My name is Riri. Oh, nice to meet you too. Nice to meet you. So we where am I? Where was I? No, I'm not Chinese. I'm Nigeria. So, like as I was saying, so he now told me he have somebody that we have a that I can meet barrister. That will meet barrister. Barrister will let us know, because she have knowledge about this traveling and everything, because she travels a lot, right? So we went to meet her. She was nice. She just took it immediately. I just told her, like, she just took everything upon herself. She was just there for us. She sent invitation, not just sending invitation letter, she sent it with her office, so that my husband could get this invitation letter for him to come. But the first visa was denied, because then he was working in Germany and his salary was kind of small, so he could not apply for visa. So they turned his visa down, so he now relocated to Netherlands and got a better job. You are beautiful like Nigerian girl. Oh, thank you very much. Thank you so much. So that was how my husband applied the second time again. So barrister still did not give up. So barrister also sent him another invitation letter to come over. So he came to Nigeria and everything. Barrister was there for us. Like, she took the whole burden upon herself and she was there for us. A really big shout out to barrister. So we did our wedding, and we're like, because we didn't know that it's like, for me to go with him, it's gonna be like a long process. We just thought that after our wedding we can just go together, right? So after our wedding, we it's a long story, I'm sorry. So after our wedding, we started trying to process document, but COVID came, so we weren't able to do any processing or anything. So we just have to put a hold on everything. And so we waited till 2022. Like, we're like, okay, we are going to do this 2022. I have to do my change of name, because like we just got married. So because after the COVID lockdown, I have to, like, okay, start processing. I have to do my change of name, do my what do you call it, my passport. I have to change I have passport already though, but I have to change my passport's my name. Who is this person? I have to change my name on my passport. So that was exactly what happened, and I applied for the visa. Although it took time, it was not easy. So due to the COVID, the lockdown and everything, we weren't able to. It was really difficult, especially like financially. It wasn't that easy. So my husband even had to go to the essence of taking some loan, right? So for me to come and everything, we did everything, and I got my visa. He bought tickets. The day I was supposed to travel, I wasn't able to travel anymore. We don't know what happened. I just got to the airport. They said I cannot travel because I need a transit visa to go to Croatia, because my flight is supposed to transit from Frankfurt to Zagreb. So they refused me from going. So it was like a joke. And my flight was like around 11, yeah, thereabout PM. So it was already too late. So they now said I have to call the agents that I bought the ticket from so that they can open my ticket. But I called my husband. My husband called the agents for them to open the ticket. But no way, they could not like we could not get to the agents. Like, so the money for the tickets, everything was just like a waste. The effort and everything was just like a waste. So we didn't give up. We really didn't give up. It was sad for us that day, because that day I was supposed to be on my way to meet my husband in Croatia. My husband already left. At this point, my husband already left Netherlands. He went to Croatia to wait for me, right, so that he could pick me up. So that he could pick me up. I don't know who are these people on my live video that's like putting up all these nasty comments. What why this kind of comments? You guys should try to be nice, please. This is my first time of coming live on YouTube. You guys should try to be nice. I'm here to share my story to also help other people, because I get a lot of messages on my social media platform asking me how I got here and all that, right? So I'm here to share my story with you guys. If you're not interested in the story, you are free to go, please. I don't want any insults, please. Don't be rude. Just try to be nice, please. So like as I was saying, I went back home, you know, because at this point I already, because I at that time, before then, I lived in Lagos. So because I was like traveling, you know, when you want to travel, you have to give out all your stuffs. You have to get, let me stop looking at the comments. You have to give out all your stuffs, you know, you have to give them out since you're not going to be there to use it. So the ones I could way be back to Delta State, because I'm from Delta State. So the one I could way be back to Delta State, I will be there. And because I was thinking that I was going to travel that 2022. So when it wasn't possible, so I have to go back to Delta State, because I already like I'd gone out of the apartment I used to live back then. The apartment I used to live back then, I've gone out of it. What's Delta State? Delta State is a place in Nigeria where I come from. It's a name of a place in Nigeria where I came from. Delta State. So I went to Delta State, went back home, you know. I was just like, it was a sad moment for all of us that day, you know. It was a sad moment for us that day. No, I'm not in UK, I'm in Croatia. So it was a sad moment for us that day, and my husband had to go back to Netherlands where he works, because he came back to Croatia to wait for me to pick me up, right, to receive me at the airport. But since it didn't work, so I think God actually didn't want me to travel at that time. Yeah, because before, like what they told me at the airport, that I could not travel, that I need a transit, because they don't have a direct flight that will take me from Nigeria to Croatia. So I need a transit visa to, if you find a way, ask me your bank. What's this? What's all this comment about? Man, I don't understand. So you guys are distracting me, honestly. So that was how I got to. Okay, so when we didn't have any idea of us, like, you know, we didn't know that it's going to happen that way. I think God actually made it that way. God didn't want me to travel at that particular time. Who knows? Nobody knows. Even me, I didn't know. I don't even know. I think God's time is actually the best, where you try to want to do something on your own, and God had not actually, you know, agreed to that particular time that you want to do that thing. Sorry if I didn't like by mistake. No, I'm not in UK, I'm in Croatia. Okay. So I prayed about it, and we kept on going. So going back to Delta State, I was just like, okay. I told my husband, I said I'm tired, because it was not easy. Okay, I'm in Croatia because my husband is from Croatia, so I'm here because of my husband. So we prayed over it and we decided to, like, because for me it's not about going to, it wasn't about going to Croatia. It was about for me to be with my husband. What is like for a black person to visit Croatia? I don't know. I don't have any idea about that. No, it's not. It's not cold. It's not cold. I'm actually here to tell my story of how I came here. Good question. Okay. So it was not about coming to Croatia for me. It was about for me going to meet my husband, right? Because we got married in 2019, and being apart from your husband, it wasn't that easy. So I have to come and be with him, right? So that was how we started our lives with in that long distance relationship area. You said in Croatia. So how do you don't know words? What are you saying? We have different shades of brown. I don't know. So can you guys just key into what I'm talking about? Just listen to my story. I'm actually here to tell you guys my story. Very interesting story that you would love to hear, right? So just grab your popcorn, grab your juice, grab your drink, whatever, your water, your wine, and listen to my story, because it's very, very interesting. So, like as I was saying, for me it wasn't about who is coming, like coming to the country. So my husband didn't want to stay in, he didn't want to live in Nigeria, because I was telling him, if it's going to be that difficult for me to come over to your country, why not you come to my country? Let's live our life over there. He said no, like he cannot leave his country, right? So he's the one that got married to me, so I have to be the one to come over to Croatia. So I was like, but it's difficult, like it's really, really difficult, the struggles and everything. Now after the whole money we spent, I wasn't able to come. So I went to Delta States. I started living there. I stayed in my friend's house. I stayed in my girlfriend's house. I stayed there at that particular time when I was looking for apartments. So because I told my husband I want to look for apartments, just come over. Let's just live here in Nigeria a little. Let's live in Nigeria. Let's forget about this visa of a thing and coming, because I think it's really difficult for me to come to Croatia, because there was no direct flights to come to Croatia at the moment. There was no direct flight for me, because they said I would need a transit visa, and it was difficult before I would need a transit visa, because I would feel like my visa might get expired before I would now go and apply for another transit visa. So I feel like, okay, just come to Nigeria. Okay, Zagreb. So I said, come to Nigeria, let's live here in Nigeria. So I spoke with him and he was just like, okay, let's try. So because it's much easier for him to come to Nigeria, because he can easily get visa to come to Nigeria. But even me, I got visa to come to Croatia, but the flights, there was no direct flights for me to travel. So that was the problem. You better off just answering the question. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Even if it's one person that is listening to my story, it's better. So so that was how answers of what answers do you want? So what are you here for? What are you here for? Okay, if you're not here for my story, so what then are you here for? I don't know what's going on in the Congo. What is my business with Congo? I'm not from Congo. Do I look like Congo? Did I say I'm from Congo? What's this? Okay, so as I was saying, I as I was saying, I'm just getting distracted from these people. I don't know what is the problem. Look at this racist. What's that? What does that supposed to like? I want to know your experience of person of color living in Croatia. Like, what kind of question is that? What kind of question is that? Why are you rude? Why are you rude? I'm here to tell my story. I'm not here for you, please. It's not a must you watch my video, please. You can go. It's not a must. Hmm? You are free to go, please. You cannot watch if you're not here for my story. If you're not interested in my story, just go. Because I'm here to tell my story. I'm not here for any kind of negativity. I'm here for the positivity, please. Okay. There are also black people here. I'm not the only black person here. Okay, Croatia is a good place. Croatia is a good country. They are really welcoming. There's hospitality. It's a good country. It's a good country. It's a loving place. I don't face any kind of racism. There's no racism here. It's a loving place. It's a loving country. They are very loving, They are very nice. They are very nice. They are very welcoming. So I don't have any issues with anybody here. I'm not the only black person here. There are more black people here in Croatia, and they are good. Are you saying that because you're a burden on the economy? Like, what do you mean? Like, how am I a burden on the economy? Burden on the economy as how? Like, who's this person? My God. Like, please, can you stop asking me this kind of questions, please? I'm not here for this. Can you stop asking me this kind of question? I'm not actually here for this. I'm here to tell my story. Can you allow me to focus and tell my story? It's not a must for you to. Can you just please stop, please? Like, let me tell my story. I'm actually here to tell my story. I'm not here for any kind of negative questions. Please. So much already, like, allow me to focus. I would have done this live video on my personal YouTube channel, but I don't have more subscribers there. I need to get up to 50 subscribers before I can go live on my personal YouTube, Peggy and Robert YouTube for I Am My Husband. So I have to come here live. My personal YouTube channel is Peggy's Reality. That's my personal YouTube channel. That's why I wanted to go live, because I didn't have up to 50 subscribers. That's why I'm here. So you guys try to be nice. Not yet. We don't have kids yet, but we will. So can I proceed now? Can you guys allow me to proceed? Because I actually came here to tell my story, not here to Do I want what? Yeah. Are you sure this will be possible? Do I want what? Am I God that give child? Am I God that give children? I am not God. We will have our children when the time comes. I'm not God that give children. Am I going to? I don't understand this kind of conversation or this kind of questions. Please, you guys should allow me to do my video in peace. Allow me to focus on the reason why I came here. Please, please, guys. What is this? Who are these people? Because I don't know why you guys are rude. You know how you just go on people's life and you just start being rude? It's fine if you want to know things about me, but not coming in the wrong way. You're being rude. You have to be nice, please. You guys try to be nice. I'm begging you. Try to be nice. My story is boring. Okay, can you please go to where you don't have a boring story, where they have more better stories, since mine is boring? Because I don't know what you want. I actually don't know what you want. I'm answering your questions, but you are asking rude questions. You are being rude to me. But that is not enough reason to ask somebody. I'm also a stranger to you as well. The same way you guys are strangers, that's the same way I'm a stranger. So you don't need to be rude to a stranger. Don't you think so? Don't you think so? So, can you guys let me focus now? Can I focus now? Can I focus on my story? Okay? Adibin, you allow me to land. You guys should allow me to tell my story. You guys are being rude to me. Please. Please. If you're not interested in my story, you can go, please. Oh, thank you, Empress. Like I said, we got married since 2019. That should be how many years? 2019, 2020, 21, 22, 23, 24. So it's like yes, I'm happily married. Happily married. This year, 19th, I think 19th of this of December this year will make us I think will make us wow, to make us 6 years. For real. We got married since 2019. So we are happily married. I'm here to tell my story of how I came to Croatia. Can you people allow me to focus and tell my story, please? When I'm telling you my story, you can ask me questions concerning what I'm saying. Okay, you can ask me questions, then I will answer, but not asking me questions that are not contrary to what I'm trying to say. Please, you guys should not divert my attention to what I'm trying to say. Please, don't divert my attention, please. So let me just try to cut my story short. And so while I was in Delta State, I have to stay with my friend. I have to stay in my friend's house, in my girlfriend's house. I have to stay in my girlfriend's house. So she's married. She have kids. I lived there and to look for apartment, right? So we started looking for apartment. So we will go. Her husband will carry us. We will go to Asaba. We started looking for apartments. Agents, they started taking my money. If you get the story, you got to jump on it with the parts. So the apartment I was telling the agent to give to me wasn't what they were showing me, because before you go to look for apartment, you have to give the agents like agent fee. So I gave them like what we agreed on, and I told them this is what I need apartment in an estate in Asaba. But the agents, they will take me to like funny places, and I cannot be open to them to tell them I want to marry, like, sorry, I cannot be open to them and tell them I'm looking for apartment because he's the right person that's going to live there. So because they are going to like increase the payment. If let me say if the apartment was like about 300,000, they will now say it's like 1 million, right? So I have to like tell them. I just told them I need an apartment. How can I like focus on my video without looking at it? I don't want to look at the comment section anymore. I don't want to look at the comment section because oh, you can't get married. Why can't you get married? Why can't you get married? Marriage is sweet. So why can't you get married? So yeah, marriage is sweet. That is if you get the right person. So when you meet with the right person, your right partner, you will enjoy marriage. But the world just different now. So while we're looking for the apartments, like I feel like my friend was like, you're wasting too much money, like we are wasting money, like giving this agent money and they are not giving us what we want. And the apartment I finally found there in Asaba, the estate is good, but they told me they cannot give me the apartment because my husband have to be present there before they can give me the apartment. And that was so sad because my husband was not in the country at that moment, so I could not get the apartment. So when we go home, my friend was not like telling me, don't you think that is a good idea? You use this money to apply for visa and go, because renting an apartment is like a kind of waste of money because you will not be able to like enjoy these things. Like after renting this apartment, you have to furnish the apartment, right? It's a kind of waste of money. So why not you use the money to apply for visa and go and meet your husband? So I slept over it. I thought of it and I was like, it's actually a good idea. It's a good idea. Why not I do it this way? So we continued. I tried to, and I talked to my husband, and he's kind of, but we're not actually ready for it yet because like we just wasted money last year, and he spent a lot of money last year for me to come. That I wasn't able to come, which was 2022, right? So we just spent money, a lot of money, and I didn't go. So it felt like it was a lot of money that was wasted. So this is so sad. You guys are trying to distract my attention from what I'm saying, but I'm going to try to stay focused. So this actually made me to think that, to see it this way, that in life you would want to do something at a particular time in your own way, but you see God there, God have his own way of doing things. If he wants to do it, he will do his own thing at his own time. He will do it at his own time, not at your own time when it will please you. At his own time, when it will please, like when it will please God, that's when God will do it. And that was actually what happened to me in 2023, because 2023 we weren't ready for anything. Like we weren't ready to like start processing visa and everything, because we just did the other year, 2022, right? So we're trying to recover from it, like from the much expenses for 2022. So we're trying to recover from it. But like, okay, when my friend told me, I was like, okay, why not? It's true. Wasting money renting an apartment, at the end of the day I will not stay in that apartment, and I have to still go be with my husband. So what is the point of us renting an apartment, right? So I now have to stay in my girlfriend's place because yeah, I spoke with my husband. He now said, okay, it's a good idea, but it's not like we are ready for it. Then okay, let's try. Let's see what will happen, you know. So he now said, okay, why not? Since I'm staying, I'm going to stay my friend, because my girlfriend said I should stay in her place and start the processing. So I'm like, okay, since I'm going to stay my girlfriend's place, my husband said, okay, please, because my husband is this kind of person, like, okay, because he have not met with my girlfriend's husband, so they haven't met each other. So we're like, it's difficult to find somebody that will just put you in their house. Like okay, why not you give them the money for the money you're supposed to use to rent the apartment, give it to them, right? Like to appreciate as a gift. So the husband rejected the money, but my husband insisted that it's a gift. So I think it's a kind of seed, right? I think it's a kind of seed, because at this point we didn't know that it's not going to be possible for us to even get money for me to even apply for visa, because at this point my husband was working in Netherlands, right? So because of the loan he took, the first one, so they have to freeze his account when I was now trying to process my visa. So I couldn't go anymore. So my girlfriend asked me, what's going on? You didn't process your visa anymore. And I told her, look, this is what's going on. My husband's account is being it's frozen. They freeze it, sorry. What am I saying? His account got frozen, right? Like freeze, how did they say it? So weren't able to get for me to go and apply for visa, because before I can apply for visa I have to book an appointment, because Croatian embassy was not in Nigeria. So I have to book an appointment in Abuja VFS and go there and apply. Then they will now send it to South Africa, right? So I have to go through that process. I have to book an appointment before I could go. So she now spoke with her husband. Her husband came to meet me and was asking me what are the things that I need and all that. I explained to the husband too, and the husband said, how much is the money? It was like a joke. I was like, okay, this is the amount I need. And he said, okay, can you go right now? I was shocked. Like, can I go right now? He said, yes, can you go right now? Like, because we were saying, okay, I will borrow. What if I borrow you people the money, then your husband can give me later? I was like, okay, let me talk to my husband about it first. He said, okay, if your husband agree, then you can go tonight. I said, no, I can't go tonight because traveling to Abuja, the first one I went to apply, I've never used road trip to go to Abuja. The first one I went, I used flights to and fro. So, but this time around, flight was more of expensive. Flight was about 150,000 naira as of that time. So it was more expensive. So I could not at that particular time go that way. So I decided to I spoke with my husband. He now said, okay, let's see how it goes now. So I told him, and before you know, he gave me money. Like God, he was Mr. Ibrahim was the first person God used to start this journey. You know, I don't know. I think God actually make sure that my husband's account was frozen, like his account got freeze, so that he could not give me money to go and apply for that visa. Because probably if you are giving money to go and apply for that, I will maybe be telling people around, like I will be spreading the news. Like anybody that come and ask me, when are you going, I will tell them, oh, I'm going to Tuesday. So God was just taking me unaware. So I could not even, like, I didn't, it just happened on it, like not where I'm not prepared for it, right? So we continued and we got to the next day. I have to go and apply. Like I have to book an appointment to Abuja, book an appointment for me to go. So I booked an appointment the next day and prepared my documents. And I left. My husband, before my husband already did document and everything. No, because like when we say we are going to apply for the visa, he already traveled to Croatia, did translation, got health insurance, he did all that. But he sent everything. You now have to send send it through DHS so that I can go and apply. But when it was time for him to send money to go and apply, his account got frozen, so he could not access his account. So that was when my friend's husband came in, and God actually used him. God used him greatly. He really helped us. He was a really good help. He stood by us as if he's like a brother to my husband. Even my husband was like shocked when he said he's gonna help us. My husband was like, no, you have not received help from anybody before. You have never received favor or help from anybody. It was like his first time of receiving that kind of help, because to him he believed in like when you struggle because he had been struggling since 17 when his dad passed away, but that was the only help he had. So when his dad passed away, he had been struggling all alone, with his mom. So it was difficult for him to believe that there is somebody that would actually want to help you, right? So that was actually what happened, and he gave me money. I went to apply for the visa. I did everything. I came back waiting. I was even thinking that it would take time. This time around it didn't even take time. I think 2 months later they called me and told me my visa is ready. I should come. Like UPS called me that my visa is ready. I should go pick it up. Like wow. So I went to pick up my visa the second time, because the first one I got my visa. I told the story of how I got my visa on Peggy's Realities. Yeah, Peggy's Reality. You can go there and watch how I got the first visa, how I applied, and how I got the first visa. I'm talking about the second visa now. So this time around, I got it. When I got there, I opened it because I was really nervous. I was anxious. I want to know what's inside. I want to know how long the visa but when I opened it, but before I got the visa, mind you, so they called my husband before they gave me the visa, and they asked him why I didn't use the first one, and my husband explained to them exactly what happened. And so because of the lockdown, excuse me, there was no time for me to proceed for transit visa and all that. So I think that was the reason why they gave me longer visa this time around, because I could not believe when I opened it, I saw 1 year visa. I didn't believe. So there was a man standing beside me. I was like, can you please help me to check this thing, sir? Can you help me to check this this thing? Am I saying right? He said, yes, it's 1 year. You have 1 year visa. Ha! I screamed. I started shouting wow, this is amazing. This is amazing. I was really super excited. And I quickly snapped it and sent to my husband. We were so happy. So okay, we have time now. Let's see when they are going to unfreeze his account so that he can be able to buy a ticket for me to come. So when I got home, I told my friend, I told her, see, I got my visa and all that. So she told her husband, she said, but have they freezed your husband account? I said, no, not yet. And I said, okay, you know what, I will tell my husband. So she told her husband was not telling me, what if they borrow us money for ticket? I was like, not again. Wow, man, this man, I can never forget them. I can never. So I called my husband on phone and explained to my husband. My husband again, my husband was surprised because he have never received that kind of like I said, he have never received any kind of favor like that, people helping him. No, he have not. So that was how he actually spoke with my husband and told my husband, if I give you the money so time, can you be able to have the money in this particular time so that you can go and borrow. This man was ready to go borrow money from just for me to travel, because he said he just wants me to go meet my husband. He doesn't like the idea that I'm here, and a lot of people, they were mocking at me. People were laughing at me that I got married and I'm not with my husband. I cannot go and meet my a lot of things. It was really frustrating for us. He saw what we're going through. Sometimes I would just be in the room, I would just be crying why can't I go meet my husband? A lot of people, even people that were very very close to me, they will come, they will laugh at me. They will even say to my friend, why are you going to meet your husband? All those kind of things. They will use it to throw shade at me. So the man was really worried. He was like, I really want you to go meet your husband. That is the most important thing, right? As far as you have gotten there, I believe you will be able to get the money to pay back. So he now said he's going to borrow money. But unfortunately, the time he said he's going to borrow the money, he weren't able to. They didn't give him. So we just removed our mind. We just like, okay, let my husband see how he can be able to get the money so that we can buy ticket, because the only thing for us at that particular time was just for us to buy ticket, right? So we it was this is very, very, I don't know. So we got one day he woke up. My friend's husband woke up very early in the morning and left. I thought it's just normal, like his normal job business. He always go. Maybe I've gone to Onitsha market and all that. I didn't know that he woke up that very early morning just for me, for my sake, for I and my husband's sake. He woke up, he traveled all the way from Kwale to Obiara that early morning to just go and take a loan, because the place he wanted to take money, they did not give to him. So he have to go to another place to go take a loan where they, man. So I that evening I was just in the room. I was just thinking, I am alone. We were just discussing, because I was going through my phone checking the airline that is more cheaper and all that, but there was no airline that was cheaper at that particular time, because all the airline was very, very expensive, especially Turkish airline, because at that particular time it was Turkish airline that could go without a transit visa, because I just needed an airline that could go without transit visa, without the stress of transit visa. So, and Turkish airline was so expensive. So I met my so I was in the room. I was just like checking, scrolling through my phone. Then my friend now came over, like she was just joking, like, oh, there was a way we used to joke, like, Peggy, you just say you're crazy. She was like, have you seen the money I sent to your account? I said, which money? You said her husband sent money to my account. Have I seen it? I thought it just like the normal money, like my husband would send money. Her husband would send money to my account that we used to buy, like because she was using my account to like withdraw money. So um I thought it was just normal distance. I now checked my phone. I saw, like, I thought it was 8,000 naira. So I was like, okay, go take my ATM card so that I can go and withdraw the money that your husband sent. Because normally the husband used to send money. If he's not around, he will send money to my account for his wife to go to the market. So I thought it was that money. She said, which 8,000? Check your account. Check it very well. So I checked it very well. Like when I saw the zero was more than 8,000 naira. Then I was just like, I dropped my phone. I shouted, I screamed, because the other asked me how much is the ticket. I told him it was 800,000, because at the last time the Turkish airline ticket I saw was about 800,000, right? But I didn't know that ticket goes high like dollar every day, right? That it goes high, it comes down, it goes high, 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 high. So he he was a godsend to us, honestly. So that was how he sent the money, and I called him, I thanked him, I called my husband, and my husband was shocked. My husband did not believe. Like, my husband was like, no, this is strange. How is this possible? And like, it was a shocker. It was a great shocker for us. So at this point, when he sent this money, it was late at night. It was already night. This was about around 10. I started preparing myself around 10 p.m. because I didn't know that I was going to travel. It was around 10 p.m. I started preparing myself. And that period in Nigeria, it was a cashless policy period in Nigeria, whereby you have to like buy money from ATM, POS people, So her sister does POS, so we went there that night. We have to, like, because her husband was not around, so we're like, okay, let's just go now that her husband is not around. So we went, we withdraw money, because like she was just like, no, this night you are not, no, you are leaving first thing tomorrow morning to Lagos. So I now called one of my big auntie's husbands in Lagos. Man, I have people. I called one of my big auntie's husband in Lagos, because he works at the airport. He was the one that he was there for us. Really there for us. So I called him and told him I want to buy a ticket and all that, so that he can help me check where I could buy a ticket. And he told me the prices. He not told me I should come first. So I went on my way going. I told him I want to like book an accommodation, like a hotel. so that I can have a place to sleep when I get to Lagos. So and I said okay. And I got to Lagos. I said I should come to the airport first. When I get to Lagos, I should come to the airport first, meet with them. Then I meet with him then before we can like so that we can check the I can check my yeah, because he was like okay, no, he was at work, so he said we should go to the place I want to stay, right? So I met him at the airport, and as I was not asking him where is the like if he has gotten the place I'm going to stay, and I said no, that don't worry, your wife, my don't worry, my wife said you're going to stay now. I was like Jesus, I was like another miracle again, I was so excited. But before then, on my way going, my husband already sent me money. He was able to send me money for my transportation, you know, my transportation to Lagos and accommodation. So Mr. Irina said, no, you know what, you're going to keep that money because we don't even know how much this ticket is going to cost. So why not you just stay in our place instead of you to waste that money to pay for hotel? You just stay in my place. And I was really grateful. Shout out to Mr. and Mrs. Henry because they were really, really there for me. God actually also used them to bless us. These people are blessings to us. They are great blessings that I can never forget them. So the next morning we went to the airport because he said I have to check my visa if it's authentic, because in Nigeria some people like there are people that like go with fake visa so that I will not get into any kind of trouble. So I have to check the visa if it's authentic before I can buy tickets. So when we checked, they said that it was authentic. So at first I already decided to buy at Ethiopia airline because their ticket was more cheaper. So we got there, they now said no, they don't go to Croatia, so it's not going to be possible for me to buy ticket. They now said I should go and buy in Turkish airline, and buying tickets in Turkish airline is more expensive. And that day it was on Sunday, Wakana was not available at the airport. I think they closed or they didn't open that day. So we went to, they now said we should go for agents. We should not even buy, they now advise us we should not buy from the airports. Because if we buy from Turkish airline in the office from the airport, it's going to be much expensive. That we should buy, the advice that we should buy from agents. So we now went, got an agent. Mr. Henry got an agent for me, and the agent started looking for visa, for tickets. They then started looking for tickets that could, go at that time. But he was able to so later he was able to see ticket of 920,000 naira. Is it 900? Is it more? I think it was more of 920,000 naira as of that range. So it's okay, buy it. So we paid the money, we paid agent's fee and everything. It was a lot. So at this point I'm not like okay, now I know when I'm traveling, right? So the day I was supposed to travel, I got to the airport. They said I'm not going too. The same thing that happened the other time. They said the same thing, that I'm not traveling, I'm not going. I said why? Why am I not going? And they said you need a return ticket. I said return ticket for what? I'm not coming back. I'm going to meet my husband, because I didn't even know these things. I didn't know that before you travel you would need a return ticket. They said no, you have to get a return ticket. And it was not like a joke. They meant it. I was like, this was what happened to me the first time, which means I'm not traveling today. So I started looking for a way. So Mr. Henry quickly called the agent to open the ticket so that we will not lose that money, because that's a whole lot of money again that we have to waste. So he called the agent, opened the ticket, and immediately the agent opened the ticket. I didn't even understand this kind of confusion. It was really a huge confusion. Immediately the agent opened the ticket. The Turkish airline, they were not like they started like trying to negotiate with me. They started telling me that I have to like sign the undertaking that I can go, but I have to sign undertaking that if they need a transit visa, maybe if they stop me at Istanbul, I need a transit visa there, and they requested for it, I have to take full responsibility of me coming back to paying my ticket back to Nigeria. So I'm already opened my tickets. So we already opened the ticket, so we should call the agent to close the ticket back. So call the agent said no, that they cannot close the ticket like that, or that we have to pay the sum of 350,000 naira before he can close the ticket. Hey Jesus, this was too much. And at this point I didn't even have any money on me again. And I called Mr. Ibrahim, and at this point, this man already did all his best. Honestly, he already, like, he started his movement, so there was nothing. He was like telling me I should not worry, that I should wait, let him look for, um, let him call, like, ask for people. He called, no way. I have to call my husband. At this point, I was even scared of calling my husband, because we were like, he will be wondering, like, what kind of thing is this, because the first one did not work, this one again. So what is going on? So I was scared, so I have to call one of my friends that live in Croatia. I called her and told her to help me speak with my husband, because I'm really scared at this point to talk with him, to let him know the situation. So I sent her my husband's number. She now contacted my husband. So that was how my husband got information of what's going on. So my husband now called me, and were like, so what is it? I said the agent said we need 350,000 naira, and I don't have any money with me anymore. My husband have to, like, send me money. He sent me money. We gave the agent 350,000 naira. After I was even thinking, after we give the agent the 350,000 naira, I will be able to move that day, but no. They now said I still have to get the return ticket. I really have to buy the return ticket, in as much as I've gotten that one. So I should just, like, schedule the date to when I'm going to buy that return ticket. Man. So, which was how much now? First of all, gave the agents 920,000 plus agent fee. We also gave him agent fee. I've forgotten how much we paid for agent fee. I've forgotten how much he charged me for agent fee. And I gave him 350,000 for him to, close the ticket. How did they say it? So, going back home, I was thinking, even Mr. Henry was like wondering, like, you have not seen this kind of thing before. This just kind of like an attack or what? What kind of thing is this? You have not experienced this kind of thing. So when I go home, his wife, which is my auntie, she was just like, no, Peggy, we have to pray. This is not ordinary. This is just too much. This is too much. So middle of the night, she would wake me, we'll pray, So there was one church close by. She was like, they were having program. So she now showed me, she said I have to go there and at least do some prayers there. So at this point, my husband didn't know what to do anymore. My husband drove to Turkish airline office to ask them if there's anything we can do, but they still insisted I need to get a return ticket, right, from them. Because at first the agent said you could buy return ticket from another airline, which is Qatar. You could buy a ticket from Qatar airline, return ticket, since I'm not going to use it. So he now said the money was 420,000 naira. Yeah, he said the money was 420,000 to buy that return ticket. I said okay. I called my husband, said, call barrister. Because at this point he didn't know what to do anymore. He said, can you call barrister? Tell barrister that I will give her back the money. If she can just give, because we need the money at this particular time. So I called barrister, and that was when barrister came in again. And this time when she came in with oh God, I really don't want to remove my makeup. I don't want to cry, honestly. I really don't want to cry, but these people really stood for me. Like, God actually used them. Too. Like, these people are God sent into our lives. So barrister came, and barrister asked me. When I told barrister said, how much is the money? After I finished talking, she said, how much is the money? I told her the agent said it's 420,000. She sent the money. So, and I was not waiting for the agent to send me the ticket. The agent is not sending me the ticket. I called the agent, where is my ticket? He now said he have to confirm from the Turkish airline if he have to buy the ticket, if he's allowed for him to buy a ticket from another airline. So the next day he went to the airport. They said Turkish airline said no, that he cannot buy ticket from another airline, that he have to buy tickets from Turkish airline, because that is where I bought my first ticket for my going. So I have to buy my return ticket from the same airline. This was really, really difficult. So, and Turkish airline, mind you, is very expensive. The ticket is really, really expensive. So we have to add extra money again. And now called barrister again. Barrister said, how much is it? I told her. She sent the money. This money is already going close to 2 million naira at this point. Total, let me say 2 million, because we were preparing for agent fee as well. So these agents, we sent the money to him. I went to church. I was doing dry fasting. At this point, I didn't even know myself because I was doing dry fasting, no food, no water. You know this fasting that you will not eat, you will not drink water, you will just like go on praying, like have a direct come like it was just between me and God that particular period. Like I said, God, this is you. I did not plan this trip. You are the one that orchestrated these things for me. So why would all these things happen now? You know, God, come through for me. So I was at the inside the church um, when I was doing my fasting, and the agent now told me he's in the bank, that he could not use the system to send the money, so you have to go to the bank. And that it was Friday, so you have to go to the bank so that I can pay the money in, so that I can, you know, be able to pay for the ticket and send me the return ticket so that I can know when I'm going. So after I finished speaking with him, I went back inside, and barrister now called me. Barrister now called me and, you know, said, she now asked me, do you have what's the name of this thing? Jesus, why would I even forget? Why would I forget? This I forgot. BTA, yeah. She now asked me, do you have BTA? So what? Because me, I didn't know what is BTA. So I said, I don't know what is BTA. She now said, this is what BTA is. It's like the money you are going to change in the currency of the country you are going to, that because they will ask you, so that you can tell them you have BTA, show them, so in case you want to buy anything. I was like, I don't need to buy anything, Jerry. You just want me to just go and meet my husband. At this point, so I don't even care if I'm not even going anywhere. I don't even, I mean, if I'm not, I don't even care if I'm not carrying my luggage. I don't even care. I just want to go and be with my husband. That was all that matters to me at that particular time. In my head, everything I could see, like everything I could imagine, like everything on my head was, I want to go and be my husband. I don't care about any food. I don't even want to eat food. What is food? You know, because I was like, this is too much for me to just, for us to, this is a very difficult challenge for us. You know, it's too much, and people around us mock us. People are laughing at us. You know, so you know what it is now. Your husband is not there. I'm in Nigeria. My husband is over here in his country, and we are married, and people will be like, you know, saying, your husband is not here, you always come and go, your husband is always coming and going, you know, why not you go and meet your husband? When are you going to meet your husband? Are you not supposed to meet your husband? Like, people use their mouth to finish me, you know. It was really frustrating for me. So she said, don't worry, I will send you the money for BTA. Before you know, she sent me the money for BTA. I was like so grateful. So after that day, okay, so that day, after the program in church, I met there was one lady sitting beside me. I told the lady, please, can I get some like mantle or like probably olive oil? Like, how do they do it? How can I have access to it? So the lady now said that there is a pastor there. I should meet the pastor. The pastor would attend to me. So that was how I met this pastor, and I told him I'm traveling. I explained things to him and everything. He prayed with me. I told him I want to get some mantle, and he gave me. And you know, I was just like pumped in my spirit that I should sow a seed. So I have to sow a seed. I told him I want to sow a seed. He said, no, don't worry. I said, no, I just want to sow a seed because I am led in my spirit to sow a seed. So I sowed the seed, and he told me, so he took my number. He said, before I will go, I should let him know, and he gave me a mantle that I should use the mantle, that there will be no obstacle, nothing will stop me this time around, you know. So I got there at the airport. We got to the airport the next day. Funny enough, so immediately before I got into the airport, I used the mantle on myself. I used the mantle to, like, you know, put on myself, and I got inside. Before we even got there, I was at the last because there was a lot of queue. I was at the last line, you know. But these people called me that was at the last line. They called me that I should come, that my luggage is more or less. I don't have much luggage. That because I didn't carry much things. Like, all I just want to do is just to go and meet my husband. I didn't even care about luggage or whatever. So they called me that they have to attend to me for that my luggage. So they did everything. and it was just like a dream come true. Before you know, they did everything. They gave me my boarding pass. When they gave me my boarding pass, hey, that was when my mind, I was now like, that was when I realized that I was traveling. That was when I knew that I was traveling, because for those people saying a lot of those people that are angry at me saying that I traveled, I did not tell them that I'm traveling. I didn't know I was traveling. I didn't know I was going to travel. It was when I got my boarding pass. That was when I knew I was traveling. Is that the time I'm supposed to come and start calling you and tell you that I'm traveling? Huh? Is that the time? I didn't even have all that time, you know. So we went and we got to because then my uncle works in the at the airport, so we went to his office. He said I should quickly snap the boarding pass and send to my husband, so that my husband will know that I'm coming, you know, so that my husband will stop being worried. So that was how I sent it to my husband. My husband was so happy. We were like so happy. Let me close this door because there is because of it's raining here. It's raining over here. So I have to turn on the lights because this place is dark, right? Let me turn on the lights. Yeah. Oh, is it too dark? No, it's dark. Yeah, it's better this way, right? Is it better? I don't know if it's better, but it's raining outside, so I don't know. So I think we should manage it this way. So we left and we were so happy, we were so excited. Even though my uncle was like saying that he's going to buy drink. Once I get there, I get to Croatia and I tell him that I've gotten there and he's going to buy drink for all his neighbors, because it was really, really stressful. It was really stressful for us, you know. So we went for the immigration site for me to get a stamp, the immigration at the Nigerian airports. You know how these Nigerian things is now, when is that, you know, in a way by it's your first time to travel. When they see your passport that is your first time, you have not gone out of the country, they will want to, like, you know, they will need something from you, so they want to stress you out. So this lady started saying some kind of things. You want to travel, who are you going to meet? I told her it's my husband. She now said there all these social media relationship, that after you come back and start crying. I said, why would I cry? He said, how am I sure that this marriage is, excuse me, how am I sure that this marriage is really, like, she just needs something, you know. Excuse me. So then my uncle like, she's married. Why would she's not married, she will not be lying. This is her wedding certificate. We showed her, she saw it. She said, where is proof? Where for a photo and videos. I said, okay, we have videos on our YouTube channel. You can go and see our videos on our YouTube channel. But when we got married, we have our wedding album, you know. So one other immigration officer got angry at what the lady was doing. She said, leave these people to go. What is your problem? She have showed you everything. What else do you want? So my uncle now was like, she needs money. So he now gave her something. And that was how we left. We went to the other, what they call, I forgot, I don't know what they call them. I think drugs, they call them drugs, people that checks food, you know, that checks food, you know. And I went there, they asked me if I have BTA, I said yes. And they asked me if I'm carrying any Nigerian food. I said no, because I don't have any. I dropped them back, because I didn't want any stress, I didn't want anything that would stop my movements, anything that would want to complicate the issue for me, I didn't want it. So I did not come with much clothes, I did not come with food, Nigerian food, no, I didn't come with any. I just came with only myself, my laptop, my documents, my very few clothes, very few clothes, very few that I came with. So we went to my boarding gates. I waited, although the pastor said I should call him when I'm ready to, like, move. So I called him, he prayed with me, and you know, and my uncle was still tracking the flight, the plane that was supposed to carry me, because it was coming from Turkey. So it was tracking it, and I was like, okay, it's closed, it's closed. So when the flight came, that was how I left Nigeria. Oh, it's raining here. So that was how I left Nigeria to Croatia. Even when I got to Istanbul, I didn't know anybody there. It was a big airport, and for somebody that is traveling for the first time, it was really confusing for me. I didn't even know where my gate is. I didn't know how to get my gate. I started asking anybody that I'm seeing, any officer I'm seeing that is wearing uniform. I will ask them, I will show them, and I will tell them like I need this particular gate, and they will direct me. That was how they kept on directing me until I got to a particular place where I heard a similar language. They were speaking a similar language, because at least, although yes, I was in Nigeria, but I knew some little sentence in Nigerian, in Croatian language. So if you are speaking Croatian, I will know at that time that it's Croatian language you are speaking. So when I heard them speaking Croatian, I was like, okay, I think this is the place. I asked, and they told me yes. So I checked in to come to Zagreb from Istanbul. I checked into my second my flights. So because I have to transit from Istanbul to when I get to the flight that took me from Nigeria to Istanbul, I have to transit from Istanbul to Zagreb, right? So I checked in. So that was how I checked into my flights. Even my husband could still not believe his eyes. He was even on his way going to the airport to pick me up. We were so excited. So immediately I just entered the flight. That was when the flight took off. So I didn't even because my flight from Nigeria came late. My husband was scared that I would even miss my flight. That was his fear, that I would meet out, because it was just a very little tiny, like I almost missed my flight to Zagreb. But the only thank God I didn't miss my flight was my luggage that didn't come on time. My luggage took 4 days before I got my luggage, and because I started looking for my luggage when I got to the airport. I started looking for my luggage, and my husband was outside waiting for me, like, come out now. I said, I'm looking for my luggage, I can't find my luggage. So I have to go to where I saw like kind of office where there were some luggage there, and I went to tell them that I could not find my luggage. So I showed them my boarding pass, like they requested for. They tracked it, and they said no, my luggage is still at the Istanbul. That I should put my address and phone number, my Croatian address and phone number, so that they can send it when it arrives. So I put my address. I was even surprised that they even came all the way from the airport. They came with my luggage in 4 days time. Yeah, they brought it to my house. Like, I was shocked. I was like, wow, this country, I love this country. Like, these people are so nice. Like, these people are so nice. It's difficult. Like, imagine Nigeria, you forgot your luggage. Like, maybe your luggage didn't arrive on time. You know, Nigerian airports cannot bring your luggage to your house. It's not possible. But these people, they did not. Because I was expecting that they are going to come to the airport to pick up my luggage. No, they drove and brought it. Hey, this is what they call VIP, or what do they call it? VIP. They came, they brought it to me at home, like Jesus. Because I was thinking they're going to come and pick it up. But these people are so nice, you know. So that was it though. We were like so happy. I met my husband. Because of too much excitement, we could not make videos. You know, we didn't make pictures. Like, I think we took like 2 pictures. Like, we just took only 2 pictures. Like 2 pictures about. So we weren't able to come do videos and all that because we're so excited. Like, finally we are together. Like, this is the most important thing. Like, this is just the most important thing. So when we even thought everything is just like everything is over. But that was when the struggle begins, because I didn't know that I have to, like, coming here, I have to register for my stay. Like, for me to get a residence permit, I have to like start processing documents and all that. I thought everything was over. I didn't know that was when it started, you know. So we started the processing and all that. I have to look for Nigerian embassy where I can get a stamp on my wedding certificate, because Nigerian embassy is not here. So I have to start looking. So my husband now, like, we're trying to get information from people. So somebody gave my husband information that you should go to, which country is that? Like Austria. Yeah, you should go to Austria. And I think that was Vienna. That should be Vienna or Austria. I don't know which of them. I think it's Rihanna now. He went and got stamped there in Nigerian embassy. Would you know that that's not the right place for him to go? So when he came back, they went to the marriage registry. They said no, that's not the right place. That we have to um, get the stamp in the same place where we have a Nigerian embassy in Croatia, which is Budapest. We have to travel to Budapest, and Budapest is like another country. Budapest is not Croatia; it's another country. So we have to travel. This time around, I have to go with him because the first one he went to Vienna, I gave him authorization to go and get the stamp. But this time I have to, like they said, I have to go with him. Nigerian now. I have to be there because I am the one that needs the stamp. So I have to be present there. So when I got to we booked an appointment. We went to Budapest, Nigerian embassy. We got the stamp. We went to Croatian embassy. We got the stamp, and even as much, even barrister was still there for us. Even when we came here, barrister was still there for us. So we're doing the processing, the processing and all that. So barrister already, at this point, barrister already, before I came, barrister already borrowed me money, like, barrister already giving me money like 1 million naira. And my girlfriend's husband, Mr. Ibrahim, 1 million naira, which is 2 million, right? So my husband was trying to rush so that I can go back to the Netherlands and start working so that we can pay off that money. But my dad now called me. Was like, okay, because we're already 2 months now. I was already 2 months here where I was processing my stay. My dad now called me on phone and was like telling me, where are you now? He didn't know I've traveled. He didn't even know that I'm out of the country because I didn't tell him. I just wanted to surprise everybody. So just wanted to surprise everybody the way God surprised me, right? So I told him I was in Lagos. So he now said he wants to give me 2 million naira for me to go and apply for visa and travel. We're like, I'm already here. So my mom said no, it doesn't want that. My dad should not worry. But my dad was still insisting because my dad thought I was still in Nigeria because he was worried that I was still living in Nigeria. He still want me to go meet my husband because people were mocking him as well, saying that your daughter got married and your daughter is not in his husband's country, he's still here in Nigeria, this kind of thing. So it got to my dad. So my dad said he want to give me 2 million naira. So I tried convincing my husband that it's not like we want to take the money, let's use it to pay. How about we use it to pay the people that we are owing already? So my dad was like, okay, can you borrow from anybody now and do, because I now told my dad I've gotten visa but I just need money to buy ticket. That was what I just told him. But I was already in Croatia. I said I just need money to buy ticket, but I've gotten visa. And I said, okay, can you borrow from anybody and I will pay the person back to go and so that you can buy the ticket. I said okay. So I now told my dad that I should give the people, because I was already owing a barrister, I was owing Mr. Ibrahim. So now I said, okay, my dad should give them the money. So that was how my dad paid off the money. And at this point, my husband was thinking that it was a loan from my dad that is going to pay back. But when it's time for my husband to pay, my dad said no, that he's not taking the money back, that we should not pay. And my husband was like, no, I don't want anything free, I beg, because it's strange for him, I feel like my dad needs the money more, because I don't know, he just wants to pay off the money, because yeah, that was how God actually helped us, and I'm here. So if God can do it for me, I believe he can do it for all of us. He can do it for anyone, because God actually took me unaware. The year 2022 that I was supposed to come to Croatia, we wanted to do it on our own, right? But God said no, this is not the right time. It wasn't the appropriate time, because who knows what would have happened, or what might have happened if I have traveled that year. Maybe I wouldn't have been able to survive it or make it, or there would have been an issue, or probably plane crash or whatever. But God actually orchestrated people. God already manned people, even while we were not prepared, because 2023 we were not prepared for me coming. I am although weren't prepared for that, for me getting visa coming. We weren't prepared for it, because we just finished spending money for my coming 2022 that I didn't come anymore. I wasn't able to come. I have to stay back in Nigeria because Lufthansa said I'm not going. I need a transit visa because of the COVID lockdown and all that. So they refused me from going. So our money for ticket, every money we just spent that year 2022, everything got wasted, resources and everything. We're even able to get the money back from Turkish airline, sorry, from Lufthansa. Sorry to say, we weren't able to get the money back. That was how the ticket money, everything, we lost the money. So my husband was like trying to so that we can recover first. Let's recover first, then before we can proceed again to apply for another one. But God said, no, 2023 is your year. It's the year that you are going to leave Nigeria. And God took it upon himself and amongst people. So I will use this opportunity to say shout out to Mr. and Mrs. Ibrahim. God will really bless you people. I will not forget you people. We are not going to forget you guys. And we're not going to take you guys for granted. And shout out to Barrister. Barrister have been there for us throughout this journey. My husband coming to Nigeria, getting visa, it was still Barrister. She took it upon herself. She took the burden upon herself. She used her office to make sure my husband was able to get visa to come to Nigeria. That kind of thing. And throughout the court wedding and everything, she took everything upon herself because during that time I was not even in Asaba. I was in Lagos, but she was the one in Asaba running everything. We have to go to Asaba, travel all the way from Lagos to Asaba to do the wedding. She took it upon herself. She was there. She's just she I don't know how to explain it, but what I know is that God is going to keep blessing her. God is going to keep blessing her because she I don't know if she actually know or if she understand what she have done for us. She's really a great blessing in our lives. She's a great blessing. We'll never forget her. We'll also never take her for granted. Shout out to Mr. and Mrs. Henry. They were there for us at the airport, the tension and everything. They were like, that man, Mr. Henry, he was there for us. He was really, these people are so sweet. Shout out to you guys. These are the people that God actually used to make sure I leave Nigeria. These were the people God puts there. Because I didn't even know how I would have been able to do everything on my own. Because last 2022, when I tried to do everything on my own, I decided to travel without telling anybody, without letting anybody know. I just did everything on my own. I traveled to Lagos to, travel and everything. I got to the airport. I even forgot. It did not come to my mind that I have somebody that works at the airport that could have helped me. Who knows? I would have been able to recover that money from Lufthansa, my tickets, right? I would have been able to recover the money. The same way I recovered the money from Turkish. Because that day I was booked to travel with Turkish airline. They said I'm not going. The same thing happened again the second time. They said I'm not going, that I need a return ticket. At this time around, they said a return ticket, but Lufthansa said I needed a transit visa, which was not possible because that's my first visa. I think I had about 4-month visa, so it wasn't possible for me to get a transit visa, and they knew it. They didn't give me back my money because before I could get a transit visa, it would be very, very, my Croatian visa would expire before I could get a transit visa. So it was like kind of going to be a big loss. So we have to, wait and let go of everything. It was painful. It was a huge loss because we spent a lot of money. So this thing wouldn't have been easy. It wouldn't have been possible without God. It was just God all the way. God just wanted it to be this way. God wanted it to be 2023. 2023 April, 30th of April was when I came to Croatia. I left Nigeria in 2023 April 29. Yeah, that was when I left Nigeria. I got to Croatia on the 30th of April 2023. So I'm 1 year now in Croatia. So I'm really happy. I'm excited to share my story. If there's any questions, you are cute, booty. What's that? What's this? Is she your girlfriend or just girlfriend? I beg, just girlfriend though. What is girlfriend? She's just like a friend to me, like a best friend, like a friend. Not the evil way you're thinking about it. I don't understand this kind of comments. I don't understand this kind of comment. Who's writing on this? Why are you people like this? You see, I tried so much to I could not even concentrate on my story. I think I'm going to make a proper video, like, without coming live to tell my story. Because you guys, you know how to distract somebody. You guys really, really distract me. I didn't even know if I was able to do exactly what I came here to do. I don't think I can get married. Really? You don't think you can get married? Why? Why don't you think you can get married? If you want subs, you have to engage with the chat, bro. How do you mean? How do you mean, please? I'm just seeing your message now because you were rude to me. So how would I engage on your chat when you are not asking me reasonable questions? How do you expect me to engage on your chat? Hello, 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 hello. Is anyone here? How do you want me to engage on your chat? So this live video is already 1 hour, man. This video is long. 1 hour 27 minutes. Wow, this is long. This is long. Because I'm trying to see if I can download this video and edit it. You can go and follow me on my Facebook or on my Facebook, Peggy and Robert's page. And I also have a Facebook, other Facebook, Peggy Browski. You can follow me on Peggy Browski. You can also follow us on Peggy and Robert's Facebook. We are on TikTok as well. We're also on TikTok. You can follow us on our TikTok, Peggy and Robert Family. You can follow us there. And what else? What else? You can follow me on my YouTube. I have my own personal YouTube that I do about cooking, about my reality, my daily lifestyle. You know, that is where I do like more things on Peggy's reality YouTube channel. You can go and subscribe to my YouTube channel. So that's literally it. That's it. I've stayed here for like 1 hour 28. Wow. I'll be here for like maybe 1 hour 30 minutes, then I go. 1 hour 30 minutes, then I go. Is anyone here? Hello. Let me see anybody that is watching me. Hello, 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 hello. What? So what is your aspiration and goals in life? How long have you been married? I've already answered that question. How long have you been married now? I met my husband 2017. I met my husband 2017 and we got married 2019. Yeah. I met in 2017, we got married 2019. So about to go. You guys can follow me, subscribe to my YouTube channel, share, like my video, go to Peggy's Reality, subscribe, please. Follow me on my YouTube channel, Peggy's Reality. Subscribe over there. Try to be nice, please. You guys should share my video. Share my video, share. Thanks for coming. I wish I could go live on Peggy's Reality, but I need 150 subscribers. Or maybe I will go off live, come back again. Now I'm going to focus on you guys now. You guys that have been asking me questions. I'll be going off now. I'm going to come back and answer your questions. So how do I turn off this? How did they turn off this? How do I go off? I don't know how to do this. Listen. Are you sure you want?